10-year-old EDO criminal nabbed again, this time with his friends, two brothers, and mother. Remember some time ago, not a few weeks ago, precisely about last month, early January, there was this 10-year-old boy who was caught in, carrying out of criminal activity, robbing. He's actually 10-year-old. And we reported to you how he said his brother taught him how to rob. And they asked him if he has killed anybody. He actually said two. He's 10-year-old. He has killed two people already, and he was in handcuffs then, and we brought you that news. And, after a while, the government, the police, they spoke to him. They thought, okay, he's a little boy, and they left him. But I feel Nigerian government has failed. There's what we call rehabilitation. This boy said he was taught how to shoot by his brother who brought him into the trade of stealing, and this time he's been caught again. Guess what? His mother, his two brothers are all part of it. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. I think this is something Governor Godwin Obaseki needs to work on like yesterday. Because when you begin to nurse a little tiger, you take it like a little dog or a little lion. It's only a matter of time, one day, to become the mighty lion that roars, and you'll be surprised the catastrophe it can cause. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you. God bless you. 10-year-old Edo criminal nabbed again. This time with his two friends, with his friend, two brothers, and mother. 10-year-old criminal that was arrested last month for stealing a phone has been rearrested again, but this time in the company of his friend, younger brothers, and mother. It can be recalled that precisely last month, this small Edo armed robber was nabbed by the vigilante group in Edo State. He confessed how he had been taught by his brother to shoot a pistol. He is involved in criminal activity and how he has killed during one of their operations. In another video making rounds on the micro blogger platform, the 10-year-old criminal Monday was seen handcuffed with his friend, his two brothers, and his biological mother. The vigilante operative could be heard interrogating Monday's younger brother, the alleged Monday's friend, who is handcuffed with Monday and Omorigi before taking them to the estate to rob. After the robbery, he said we share the money with them. Can you imagine? So the friend takes them to rob, after which they share the money with the friend. The children were asked if their mother never knew where they got the money, but they said she asked, but their brother's friend would tell her it was the money he worked for. They were also asked if their mother was aware that they were into armed robbery. They said yes, and that she had warned their brother's friend never to take them out again for robbery. According to Monday Omoroye's friend, he explained how he was helped into their home after he narrated his ordeal to Monday Omoroye. He added how the children were found fond of stealing money from his wallet and also wearing his shirt. The vigilante also reminded Monday Omoroye of his previous confession, and he further asked him other questions. So this is what is going on. This is rather very sad. So who do you think is to be blamed in this matter? Do you think the mother is to be blamed? The society? The government? Because I tell you what, these are children. But children pick up habits and characters that can stay with them for a lifetime. And what's the thing? What's the diagnosis? If you don't cut this habit and let them know it's not acceptable, they are going to grow up to become serious thugs. You've caught them twice now, right? Hey, you don't want to understand. Don't forget that they've killed before. These are children, but they've killed. So if you keep quiet and you allow these things to continue without anything being done, when they were first caught, they were caught, but they were released. They were caught, but they were released, and nothing was done. No government, nobody did anything to ensure that, there was something to be something was put in place to ensure that this behavior is not curtailed, does not continue. There was nothing to curtail this behavior. There was nothing to put a stop to it, to say no, this is not acceptable. Everybody kept quiet, everybody allowed it to continue, and today, look at what is happening. So these children must be taught a lesson. What I mean by that is not taking them to prison. No. Rehabilitation. Taking them away from their mother. Yes, I know it's difficult. Don't get me wrong. Listen, overseas, a developed country, if a parent is shown not to have the capacity to look after their children, the children are taken away from such a parent, put in care, where they are being looked after by the state or by the government, where they have what we call characters being monitored. Characters being monitored. They have somebody supervising them, asking them questions. How do you feel? Why are you doing this? Don't you think there's consequences and repercussion? And guess what? They begin to interrogate them, begin to, liaise with them and talk to them and get them other things to distract them from this behavior. And gradually you begin to see those children turn towards a better behavior, more acceptable, children that can now be able to live in the society, be able to live with people. Right now, what we are experiencing is not governance. Nigerian government are there stealing fortune and leaving the less privileged to suffer. Why will a mother allow her children to go and suffer? Why? Why will a mother allow her children to go and steal? Why? So you see, I'm not exonerating their actions or their whatever they have done. For actions began consequences. However, this has to stop. But how? The government has to intervene somehow. The government have to really do something, and really fast. Otherwise, we are breeding the next set of what we call catastrophe. And when it will happen, only God knows who will be spared. The government needs to get on now. The government needs to get on it. Governor Godwin Obaseki needs to take over these children and do something, do more. As a government, transform their life. You can transform a negative behavior. You can actually work on a negative behavior to be towards positivity. So, guys, what do you think? We'd like to hear from you. Please don't forget to leave us a comment, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Bye for now.